This is the beat to scream and shout.
Okay, so this video is a super long time coming. I have been promising to do this forever. Technical issues and just general scheduling problems have made it very, very difficult, but here I am. I am getting ready to go out for a minute, and I decided that I'll just do a quick video of my everyday routine that I wear when I just go out on a regular, regular day out, nothing special. So I'm just gonna do start to finish. Probably edit out some of it because it takes a little while. But this is my everyday routine. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with is my Clinique. I got this as a sample. Sephora keeps giving me samples of moisturizer, so I'm gonna use them. So this is the Dramatically Different Moisturizer Gel. Just gonna take a little bit of that and moisturize my face. I actually just washed my face a moment ago, so it's all nice and clean. So we're just gonna start with my HD Black Radiance Primer. It is nothing special. I couldn't get this to show up right. I'll put the link in the thing. I just grabbed this because I was out of my Step 1 primer, and it's actually pretty good. Drugstore primers is one of those things that you can substitute. So I'm basically just going to prime my entire face. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is my ish right here, man. I love this stuff. This color that I'm using is Chestnut. And I'm just gonna start under the eye. This is an extra step. A lot of people don't do this. I do this to cancel some of the darkness out from under my eyes. And I'm just gonna blend this in with my finger. And for you guys that follow me on social media, you probably know that I got my locks probably about 3 months ago. So you can see they are mine, sorta. They are not faux locks. They are actual lock extensions, which means they are transplants, excuse me. It means somebody else grew them for 7 years. He cut his locks, and then we had them crocheted into my hair, and they are locking currently. So let's get right on to it. The next thing I'm gonna do is brows. This is everyone's favorite part. I always say this every time I make a video because everybody is always asking me about my brow routine. So let me show you guys how I do it. So this is just a regular angle brush from Sephora, and I'm going to use my dark brown Anastasia Beverly Hills DipBrow. I also have this in chocolate. I'm going to use this one today because I want them to be a little sharper. Let's see. I'm actually going to wet my brush a little bit because I left my I left it open the other day, so it's a little dry. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my angle brush and I'm gonna trace the bottom of my brow. Now my eyebrows are not fake. I don't draw them on. They are actually my eyebrows, but the technique that I use just makes them look a lot sharper than they really are. So we're gonna start at the beginning of the brow and just draw a line underneath. And then I extend my tail a little bit. Then I'm gonna do the same thing at the top, but I'm gonna start a little further back. If you want a more natural look, you can go with a lighter color, or you can just be a little lighter with the color. Basically just be a little more light-handed. I'm being kinda heavy-handed with it tonight, just so that you guys can really see what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna take what's left on the brush and I'm gonna backfill starting closest to the tail. And then I'm gonna get towards the middle. Do the same on this side. Then I'm gonna take my spoolie and I'm just gonna brush the color back. Right. So next up, we're going to conceal the brows. And for that, I am going to use, I have two products that I use. Sometimes I use my NARS Premium Radiant Concealer, which you guys who follow me or know me know that that is my holy grail concealer. I love it, but lately I'm finding that MAC gives me a little bit of a sharper cut when I cut my brows, so I'm going to use that. So I'm just going to take a small precision concealer brush, dip it into my MAC. This is old, so I've had this for a long time, a few years. And I'm just going to trace out the underside of the brow with it. And do the same thing across the top. For normal day wear, I won't go all the way to the front of the brow. It makes them a little bit of a halo brow effect if you don't blend it out well. But for the sake of showing, I'm gonna do that. Same on the other side. I use 3 brushes for my eyebrows. The angle brush, the concealer brush that I'm using now, which is like a small precision. Believe it or not, a lot of the brushes that I use are actually e.l.f. brushes or Sephora brushes. I have found that you can pretty much do the same thing with the e.l.f. brush that you can do with a MAC brush for much less money. They say I'm bougie, but I do like to save money. So I'm gonna take this larger concealer brush from Sephora, and I'm just gonna blend out the color underneath the brown to take it down a little. And when I'm doing a really crazy like eye look, I'll actually pick up some more color and go further down into the crease so I can get a better payoff with my a better payoff with the shadow. If you heard that, that's my Echo Dot. She thought I said her name. We're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so that's it for brows, and as you can see, once it's all said and done, that's what you end up with. Okay, my skin is very irritated right now, so I'm a little broke out. Don't judge me. Let's see, what kind of foundation do I want to use today? So I'll show you all of my foundations. This is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I'm not going to give you colors because I don't want you to go pick up a color and say that I recommended it. I want you to go get matched. But this is my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. I use this one mostly for day wear. It's a little red on my skin, so it looks better in the daylight. This is my Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover. This stuff is the bomb. You can do your whole face with one drop. This stuff is the bomb. Danessa Myricks is a beauty blogger and a celebrity makeup artist. I actually got this off of Jackie Aina's recommendation. It's like 28 bucks. It's a little smaller than a regular foundation that you would get, but it is worth it. I suggest that you give it a try. I'll tell you the color of this one because this color is very, very red. So I tend to only wear this when I'm planning on highlighting and contouring because the highlight cuts down the redness a little bit. But this is W5, so it is very red. Just keep that in mind. It can look like Carolina Clay. I generally wear this one at night for night wear because it's a heavier coverage. And then my holy grail, this is my favorite foundation in the whole world. This is my NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I think that's all the names. Yep, All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. This one, I'll tell you the color too, is Trinidad. This one has more of a yellow undertone. It is perfect for my skin. And then the last one that I use just when I'm popping out for a second is my matte poreless. This is Maybelline Fit Me. This is a pretty good drugstore foundation. I find it to be a little watery compared to my other ones. Is this the right thing? I feel like this might be the wrong thing. I don't know. I'm gonna wear this. I think this is NARS. No, that's Kevin O'Quan. See, I have a few of these samples on here because I always go to Sephora and sample my foundations before I buy them. That is really important because foundations, especially the high-end ones, are not cheap. Take advantage of the testers. So anyway, let's get on to it. So I'm gonna use my knockoff oval brush. I forgot, Artiste brush. I got this off of Amazon for like 15 bucks. It works. I don't know if it works as well as the original because I am not paying $80 for no brush right now. But if one of you lovely subscribers wants to send me one, you're more than welcome to do it. Okay, so anyway, for my NARS, I'm just gonna put a few drops of this on the mug. They say that you are supposed to be able to do your whole face with one pump of this. That does not work for me. I wear a lot of foundation. I'm not even gonna lie. But in the end, it tends to not look like this as much as it actually is. So, I'm just gonna take this and blend it out. I'm gonna use two foundation brushes. This one tends to give me the perfect finish. I just like the way it smooths out my foundation, and the color payoff is really good because it doesn't really absorb color. Then I'm gonna switch to my Sephora. And for my forehead, I'm gonna switch over to my Sephora foundation brush. The thing I like about makeup is this is a very personal thing. You can learn tips from people, but you just kind of have to do it and find out what works for you. What works for one person isn't going to necessarily work for everyone. I'll do my neck later because I don't know what kind of shirt I'm going to wear. So, this is another step that everybody doesn't do, but I just like to do it to really set my foundation. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Prep+Prime. It is a translucent powder. See, it's white. And just mat that down a little bit. This helps to control oil. This is just an extra step I take because I have oily skin. So the oil can get to be a bit much throughout the day. I'm not really gonna be wearing this too long tonight, but I'm just gonna show you guys what I do. The next thing I'm going to do is we're gonna go ahead and highlight, and I'm gonna go in with my Pro Conceal, my LA Girl Pro Conceal. The color in this one is Warm Honey. This is the YouTube sensation that I didn't want to try, and when I finally ordered it, I now can't live without it. So this is my dish. People often ask me how to highlight and contour. Really, it's learning how the light hits your face, or creating an illusion of where you want light to hit your face. I used to be really against this because some people just take it way too far and end up with the draggy look, which is not good for everyday wear. So I strayed away from it for a while, and then I tried it and I found something that works for me. I found a routine that works for me. Alright, so we're gonna take the beauty blender and we're just gonna blend this out. Some people like to let their concealer dry down a little bit. I do sometimes when I'm going out at night, just so it'll give a bigger or a better payoff. But for day wear, I'm always a little nervous to do that because sometimes you can be, baby, them cheeks can be popping by the time it's all done. So we're just gonna blend all of this out. Come together, right? Okay. So next we're going to set the conceal or set the highlight with my other holy grail powder. This is my Mercier. What is this stuff actually called? This is the loose setting powder. This is powder. This is translucent. So what I usually do is just dump a little bit into the cap, and then with my beauty blender, I'm gonna pick some of it up. I'm not going to bake. I am against baking. I don't like that. So I'm just gonna put in enough to set it. This powder is incredible. It melts into your skin. It is so finely milled. That's why it's my favorite, and it does not flash back. Which in these days, when you in bars and clubs and parties and people are taking pictures with flash, the last thing you want to do is end up with that white cast on your face, so you don't have that problem with this particular powder, which is why I love it. Next we're going to contour, and I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Foundation. The color of this is Earth. I have been wanting to try their this foundation for all over, but the color, which is chestnut, is like forever out of stock. So I can't seem to get it, but when I get it, I'll try it and then like do a review of it or whatever. So I'm just gonna take this and bam. I'm not gonna do hard contour lines. I usually say that for night wear. Doesn't look good in the daytime. In my opinion, everybody should have two beads. You should have a night bead and you should have a day bead. Some people's day bead is the same as their night bead, and that creates problems, in my opinion. And I really don't usually recommend this for women because it makes your jawline look really hard, but I'm a man, I think. So I'm gonna cut my jawline a little bit. So I'm just gonna take the bottom of my beauty blender and then I'm gonna blend that out real good. My whole issue with makeup, period, is that some guys or some girls too tend to beat themselves into oblivion, and you'll be looking real fierce. Like there's a few people on Instagram that be beat, and don't get me wrong, I have picked up a lot of techniques from them. However, don't nobody want to wake up the next morning to a whole different person, which is what's happening with some of these people. That's all I'm saying. I'm now reconstructing my face. I'm just gonna smooth around a little bit, you know? So, now I'm gonna go in with my Black Radiance. Y'all, Black Radiance is really the bomb. I like a few of their products, but I use this, and I have their BB cream for when I just wanna even my complexion out a little bit. But I'm gonna go in with their contour palette. This is the light to medium palette. And I'm gonna use the contour color. And I'm just gonna set my contour with that. And you see how once everything starts to dry down, even with this crazy Chicago lighting, you see how it's just, the light just moves around the face? That's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna take the Sculpt color and just a little bit around the hairline. It helps to tone down my highlight. All right, so that's pretty much it for the skin. Except for right there, just a little light. That's it for the skin. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do eyes. I'm gonna do a really basic look because I'm going to rehearsal and I didn't want to look like I'm just forgot. So I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Naked Basics. I don't know why stuff won't show up today. Naked Basics palette. Shout out to my little sister who is like a naked fanatic, and I gave this one a shot because it doesn't have any shimmer in it. I really hate shimmery eyeshadows. I just don't like them. For my wear, I wear, you know, more of a natural look most of the time. I do have some shimmery palettes. I'm gonna use one of them today. But I have some shimmery palettes for when I go out. But for day wear, I really do not like shimmer shadows. So all of these, with the exception of one that's intended to be used for the brow bone, are matte. So today I'm going to do 3 colors out of this one. I'm gonna start with Extra Butter, which is like this right here. I don't know why stuff won't show up today. It's like a copper color. I'm gonna use this as a transition shade. And I'm just going in with a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'll use this brush for a few different things. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm actually gonna mix, let's get these to show up. I'm gonna mix Faith and Lookout together for the crease color. And I'm just gonna take these 2 colors and concentrate them in the crease. I just have this really weird spot that always, like, I don't know, it's like a wrinkle. It's weird. I always see the line. So this is my Tarte Make Believe in Yourself palette. This palette is really, really cool. I love it. You can kind of see it. I'm sorry, look it up on Sephora, I'll put a link. For this, I'm gonna use the color Pixie as a lid color. Actually, I'm gonna change this a little bit. I'm gonna go back and grab my Extra Butter color, and I'm gonna go into the lid a little bit with that. So, I'm gonna cut into the lid a little bit. This is the look, if you guys follow me on Instagram, the one where my hair is down and off to one side. The picture that everybody went nuts over. That is the look that was in this is the look that was in that picture. I can't talk, I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the Make Believe palette. And I'm gonna use Pixie. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take Pixie and put it in the inner corner. And go out to maybe the middle. This palette smells so good. It smells like candy. Basically, I'm gonna take this color to meet that Extra Butter color. Then I'm gonna take this brush and just very lightly at the meeting point, just blend them together. See? Okay. So I'm not gonna do liner and all that stuff today. Because again, I'm going to rehearse it. Alright, so next step, I'm going to highlight. Now I have two highlighters that I really, really love. Both of them are by BECCA. Today I'm going to use BECCA Rose Gold. I also have Champagne Pop. The Rose Gold color is a pretty color. It's one of my favorites. I'm gonna go in with my fan brush. A little tap tap, a little rub right there. This is a nice subtle highlight. It's kind of red, so it doesn't give you the strobing effect that everybody was going for. But my other one, the Champagne Pop, I guess I'll show it to you. That one will have you popping. Champagne Pop is gold, baby. She's gold down. Okay, so that's pretty much the finished face look. I am gonna go in and fix my beard really quick. And to do that, I'm just gonna use, this is a barber pencil. It's a little bit more resilient than an eyeliner pencil, but it's pretty much the same thing. And then I have a filler that I use by Royal Crown. Guys, you can use this if you like to fill in your beard. It's basically like a, it's intended to cover up grays. I like to use it because it, as you can see, it fills out my beard really, really nicely. And finally, the last thing that I'm going to do is mascara. This is my Perversion mascara by Urban Decay, which I'm about to drop. This stuff is the bomb. I love it. This will be the first time I ever put on mascara on cam because I am really bad at it. I don't put on bottom mascara because I do not have bottom lashes. They're very, very thin. See, I poked myself in the eye. Hot mess. And then finally, to finish everything off, my D-Slick Urban Decay. I'm gonna have to wait a minute because my mascara is drying. I don't know why I did this. I don't know. Alright, so just gonna give a couple of sprays. Thankfully, I managed not to get that on that mascara on my lower lid. And I like to just take a brush and just dry my face off after I put on mascara. But I mean, finishing spray. But that's it. All done. So that is the finished look. As I always used to say, thank you guys for watching my channel. We'll see how this goes. I might come back. A lot of people have really asked me about why I haven't been on and done, like, you know, some of the topics that I used to do back in the day. It's just my schedule. I'm super busy, and usually when I get home, I'm just tired as hell. I'm just gonna be honest. But I've been promising so many people that I would do at least an everyday tutorial. So here you go. it just goes well, I might, you know, try to pick up on YouTube again and see where it goes, because I love you guys. I used to love the discussions we used to have and all the questions and everything. So yeah, hit me up. But in the meantime, you can check some of my historical stuff, and you can follow me on Instagram at CJamesLhuillier. And until next time, I suppose it's smooches and juices.